All right, this is a '06 E350, and I'm gonna do the 7229 transmission filter change. Right, I'm gonna use just a regular transmission filter. I'm gonna use the same filter level checker that the Canon there has. Most of the time, they're still good. They're not broken or anything like that. New gasket for this particular 7229 training. It's not like the 7226 training where you can fill it from the top. This is a whole different animal. I mean, it's the same transmission, pretty much the same concept. It's just it was designed a little differently. The service on it is a little awkward. You got to go underneath the car, and with this fill part right here, there's adapter right here. You got to screw it into the bottom of the transmission. Then you have to add a vacuum pump like this right here. This pump right here belongs to Peter over at Pete's Carport. I'll put his link on the bottom. You can check him out. But I also bought this over the weekend. I got this yesterday. It's a electric 12 volt oil extractor. So I'm gonna see if I can use this same method, sucking the oil from this jug here, and then push it into the transmission. I don't know how good that'll work, if this even has enough juice to push it in. I'm sure it has enough to suck it out, but I'm not sure if it'll have enough to push it in, because remember, it has to travel up. So we'll see what happens. If not, then I'll use this guy right here. It doesn't fit on this, so I'll have to invent something else. Maybe it'll fit in one of those jugs over there that has the smaller mouth here. But it uses 5 quarts of oil, and again, this is what I use. It's Valvoline Max Light. I know right here it says that it's only recommended for Ford, Toyota, Honda, and GM models, but right here it says that it's also recommended for Mercedes-Benz and BMWs and other cars of the same caliber, Germans. It uses 5 quarts of oil, and if it needs a little more, then you can just add a little bit more once the car reaches up to temperature. I'll show you the process afterwards. I've done a couple of these in the past, and I should have had a pump like this a long time ago, but I think I'm going to invest in a Mighty Vac after this. I won't have to worry about this. So, alright, so I'm going to drain the oil now and see what happens. In order to get under here, you have to remove the cover, which is down here. The front 2 bolts, which are these guys right here, are 7 millimeters, and the ones in the back here, which is this guy right here, is 8 millimeters. And there's 4, just 2 in the front and 2 in the back here. The rest you can just hold it up with zip ties. And then here's the tranny right here. This is the bolt that I have to get off here. I forgot what number it is. But yeah, and if you notice right here, see the dimples right there? This is the one that's pre-2010. The one past 2010, one trannies made after 2010 are the one that require the blue transmission fluid. And after 2010, the dimple right there will be more of it will be a larger size, and it will be more oval than this right here. So if you see it, your tranny, excuse me, that has these 2 smaller dimples, the 4 of them, this is the one that's pre-2010. That's the one that has the regular transmission fluid. If it has a larger dimple that almost looks oval, those are the ones that are made post 2010. All right, so you're gonna need an Allen head to get that bolt off, and it's a size 6 Allen head. Get that bolt off. Now what you want to do is you just want to crack it open. You want to drop the bolt, and it's gonna leak out maybe about half a quart of oil, maybe less. And then you have to get a rod in there and pop the oval fill coupling that's in there. Alright, you can see I pulled the plug out, so you're only gonna get a little bit of oil that's gonna come out. See that? That's probably about a half a quart of oil that just came out. Alright, so I elected to go with the original version, which is this flat one here. I know the other one I showed you was a more oval one, but so I just decided to go with this one here. It's a lot better. All right, so now I'm gonna put the cover back on. I already cleaned the matting surface here, the mating surface here, and get the new gasket on, and I already cleaned out the pan and get this reinstalled again. All right, so the pan is clean. Everything's been wiped down. You see all the junk, all this goo that I took off. Magnet's been cleaned off too. I just used brake cleaner. Not to go get crazy with it. Bottom is clean. Surface here is clean. This is the new gasket here. Alright, so the gasket's on. It's properly seated. Now I'm gonna put the overfill tube here, which is this guy right here. Just snaps in perfectly. Now what this does is it lets you know when the pan is perfectly full with oil, because it'll overflow. It's supposed to go right up to the edge right here. Anything over is going to spill out, so you don't have to worry about overfilling your oil. You can see right here the magnet is nice and clean. This is the tube that I was talking about earlier that's going to go underneath the pan right here. It screws into here. This is aluminum, by the way, and it's like a $10 piece on Amazon. Screws in. It just screws in like this. Yeah, so, and then the tube here, the tube that's over here, this tube right here, slide right over this right here. All right, so everything is back on. Everything is torqued up perfectly. Shield, one camera's gonna pick up, but the shield is on. The bolt is on this side. The bolt is on down here, and the fill tube is on. Started in perfectly nice and tight. Now I have to get the tube in there and get the oil pump in there. All right, so I got the oil pump working. It's working fine. You can see it going up. It doesn't move that fast. It's fast enough. This particular car uses 5 quarts of oil. It might, once I get it up to temperature, I'll come back and I'll double check it. I might have to add maybe a quarter, half a quart or something like that. Alright, so the you can see right here that the let me turn it back on. You can see the oil going up. Now it's gonna come back down. See that? That means I overfilled it. You see right there where it stops. Okay, so I overfilled it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fire the car up, let it get up to temperature. Some people require you to hook up a scanner to it, man, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just wait for the whole car to get up to temperature. I'm gonna cycle through the gears, and then I'm gonna double check it again. Run this pump again and add some more oil. Let's see. The car's running fine now. I didn't bother showing the video of the topping off the oil because I'm pretty much self-explanatory. But the difference is night and day. She's shifting a lot better. The gears are shifting, no slipping in between gears, and she takes off like a rocket now. Just a simple filter change. She ran good, no codes were on there, so I didn't have to erase any codes, or I didn't have to dig into the computer or anything like that. But Mercedes says that it's sealed for life tranny. That's a bunch of BS. They came out and admitted that yes, you do have to replace your filter. every 30-40,000 miles or so. I have a habit, I do my cars every 30-40,000 miles. But if you buy a used car, who knows how the previous owner treated the car. So it's critical that you change your transmission fluid and filter like every 30,000 miles or every 2 years or so, something like that. So I hope this video helps someone out. There's a plethora of videos out there that are doing the same exact thing, but this is my experience. This is what I had to go through. Again, this is an 06 E350, and I'm gonna let you know right now, man, this is a messy job. All transmission filters are messy jobs. I didn't show that part, but there was a part in which when I went to bring the pan down, it slipped out of my hand, and it went down the other side, on the left side of the my oil catch, and it spilled. Half of it spilled on the ground. So it is what it is. But everything worked out. I'm a happy camper today.